On the REST adapter, we have there's some different ways of specifying this. We got an endpoint for where this is. Then we got what are the different patterns. This seems a bit strange. So maybe something was not updated there. Normally you would see, I guess here you would see it has parentheses service, parentheses something else. Let's see if it's base. So I just updated my system last week, and that was why we had some challenges there. So maybe that is something to do with that. Resources. So I guess this is what you're specifying. You got service, you got operations, and this may be multiple different parts of this. And then you got the ability to take this operation. We have these operations that we can use for something else. We can either get them from a variable, we can get them from the UL element, and then we'll use a service part operation of resource or whatever you want to have. So you can select the data that way. So they specify an endpoint, and then they are doing this REST operation, and they are specifying that if message or service is divide, then use this operation mapping with these data and deliver it in this way. But I guess what you're saying is then in this they don't have any specification. Yeah, so I guess this is a mapping between what you have in what you're getting in the URL with some of the data and what you have in operation, which are the specific operation you want. So I guess either you could specify the service interface, or if you have one of those with multiple, then you can specify the service plus the action. So in this case, I could specify so shop out dot dummy or whatever we created. But this gives you a way to do the mapping between the data you have in the XML request and the data and how it should be processed internally by the SAP system. So if you have defined any variables here, you could either you can also define custom attributes. So and you can get these from JSON or XML, so you can get data out of this. Then you would save this into an interface, or whatever, let's call it a local interface, graph interface. And we can just get the one that's in E, or we'll use an XPath operation. Then once we get to our variable, we'll put in figaf interface, and then we'll just then say sync, and then we will specify our our operation in here. Or whatever. So it gives us a way to map with what the data we have and how to do the processing inside the PI system. And I think in some cases you may just want to specify it as a default one, because, or if you have multiple different scenarios, you may want to specify it. And you're using this communication channel on all of those service interfaces. I think that's a requirement for it.